regular guy barbecue. We're having indoor funs again because we don't want to go outside. Ugh. Anyway, so my daughter.
Hi, that's me.
Hey, see, I met her. She's the one behind the camera. She decided that she wants to bake cookies again. Now, she did cookies over Christmas time. They were phenomenal. She's got this funny book that makes these goofy. These are chocolate chip cookies. Oh, ship. There's the
It's
cookies.
from the
All right,
that
the Density official cookbook.
my favorite game.
All right, so now we're putting a sort of a holiday twist on these, not for the Christmas time, but because spring's just around the corner. I don't see it; it's not over there, but I swear it's just around the corner. We're gonna try to make these with a little bit of a spring festivity thingy going on. Okay, all right. So let's review the ingredients, shall we? And if you want the recipe, message us. We'll shoot you a message.
Or get the cookbook.
Or get exact ingredients. So over here we got some baking soda and some salt, white crystal sugar, flour, nuts, dark chocolate.
Wait, are we actually like measuring for once?
Well, when I bake, I measure. You've got to know better than that. There's some rolled oats, some brown sugar, some eggs, and the booter. And the booter says we have to melt the booter on the stove.
According to
the constructions that are in there. I don't know how to read, so I had to have her read it to me. That's fine.
I'm here to read and hold the camera. And sometimes a flashlight.
Yeah, well, and usually to prop me up by the jukebox when I die. So we're gonna put this butter in this pan that we got warming up on the. Where the hell did you go? Oh, there you are.
I was trying to move so they
all right.
could see.
Oh yeah. So I mean, there's nothing real special to this. We're just throwing the butter in the pan. We're gonna just let it do a slow melt.
It's like watching paint dry.
Yay! It's exciting, isn't it? Wake me up when it's over. All right, come on back over here. We'll show you the more important stuff. So the book says we take the salts and the other dry ingredients, the flour and the crystal sugar, regular white sugar, whatever you want to call it, baking soda and flour, and we put those into the bowl.
Bolilio.
And there they are. So we're gonna get. And we'll just use this guy because this one looks like fun. And we're just going to give them a little mix just so we try to work out. The last thing you'd want to do is bite into a cookie and have a big old lump of salt in it, right? Oof, that would not be good. So we'll just give them a little toss. Dry ingredients. That's all that goes in here. And why they say brown sugar is not a dry ingredient, I don't know, but that's the way it is. So we're following their rules.
Baking, you can't be as loose on.
No fun loving. It's not being boring. I don't want that.
Unless you want cocky.
Well, you get lumpy cookies and. All right, so we're gonna start with that. That's over to the side for the moment, and the wet ingredients, which is going to include the. Where the hell do the oats go in this? I forgot. We'll figure it out.
Read.
Oh, that goes. I don't know how to read. We'll figure it out. It's all right. So in the wet ingredients, we're going to use the brown sugar for some reason. Why that's a wet ingredient, I don't know. And we're going to add 2 eggs. 2 eggs.
The oats go with the baking soda. So
Oh, they go in the dry ingredients. Okay, well, we'll add those in just a minute then. So while we're waiting for the butter to melt, we're going to put the wet ingredients in there just to get them out of the way. So we have that done. And then we will take that and get them out of there. This goes in with the dry ingredients, you say. Okay, so there's oats.
According to the book Bible here.
The book Bible. So, and then on this, again, this might be so you just don't end up with these lumps.
Yeah, so they don't stick.
You're right, so you don't have a big old mouthful of oats and or a big mouthful of flour. This kind of keeps it from lumping, I hope. I think that's their purpose behind that. Like I said, I'm no baker. You give me a barbecue, I can cook all day long and just do it out of my head. This is confusing to me.
That's why we have this.
Well, that's also why I'm helping you with this, because you like this stuff and you can do this stuff. You just don't like to do it on camera. So that's so that's where I come into play. I guess I'm the big mouth and the ugly face. You got an unfortunate task of looking at every time we could do a video. But anyway, yeah. So I'll bring it over and show you. There's butter. See, he's melting down pretty good. We're gonna give him just a minute to melt down. It's the final meltdown. Before we forget, we do have to add some vanilla.
The best part.
The vanilla. I don't want to forget the vanilla. Because vanilla's great. Tablespoon says by the directions according to what I remember. So there you have it. That goes in there. Whee! Sprinkles!
Oh, those are over there.
Over there. We haven't done those yet.
Shh, they don't know what the fun
Oh,
is.
the fun. We forgot. Wait, we screwed up the fun. So we got the vanilla, we got the eggs, and for some reason that sugar is considered a wet ingredient, so we put it in there like that. And
Well, it's wet now because you put it in there.
Well, now it's all yucky and yolky.
Yolks on you?
Yolks on you!
Shouldn't you, mix those eventually?
I suppose I could.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, I'll do it. Can I use this? All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll mix that up a little bit. All French vanilla, rock and roll, chocolate peanut butter. Oh, that's
Any bakers in the comments, let's talk to us about this.
If you're a baker and you know I'm doing everything wrong, because God knows I do it wrong.
Yell at these guys who made it.
No, it's probably me that's not following directions properly, because I'm good at that. Anyway, so there's that. I've got a little mix going on there. See, I would beat the eggs normally and make them like scrambled eggs before I'd put them in here, but it doesn't say to do that, so we're not doing that. And why it doesn't do that, I don't know. There we are. So our butter is just about done. Come on, butter, melt away. I'm melting.
According to the insurrections, according to the insurrections here, you gotta add them into that.
The butter. Yeah, right. Yeah, that part I did remember. So yeah, so once the butter gets melted, it says melted for 10 minutes. I'm like, well, if it melts in 2 minutes, what do I need the other 8 minutes for?
To do the hokey pokey.
To turn yourself around. All right, butter's melted, so that's good enough for me. I'm happy.
Smells good.
Yeah, smells like butter. So there's our butter, and that's 2 sticks of butter, which is a half a cup, I believe.
Half a cup each stick.
Each. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a cup total.
That's a cup of butter.
Something like that, I think.
Whatever. You know what?
If not, we got really buttery cookies.
If not, we got slimy cookies. We're gonna find out. So we mix that up, incorporate that sugar into that butter and eggs and yolk is on you. And
Smells really good.
well, it smells like a movie theater. Can I get some popcorn with that order of butter, please? Yeah. Anyway, so there that is. So now, if I'm remembering correctly, the directions say take the dry stuff, mix into the wet stuff. Am I right?
Yeah.
Scrapey.
See what YouTube. Can you guys read that?
Good. They're watching this channel. They can't read either. Just kidding. All right, so we're going to put the dry ingredients into the wet
And they
ingredients.
say slowly add.
Slowly add.
While you mix.
Here we put some of that.
Ooh, powdery.
Flour gets in your eyes. I don't know if that's better or worse than the smoke we get from we barbecue, but there it is anyway. Okay, there's some. That's easy for you to
I
say.
got sneeze and cough apparently.
Sneeze, cough, and...
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, one thing you want to do is you want to make sure you keep scraping the sides down. And like with anything else, when you're mixing ingredients together, it's just to keep it from getting blotchy, you know, so you don't have a big old bite of butter and no oats and no flour and no goodies to go with it. You want to have everything even match.
And that's why you slowly add it in too.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty slow anyway, so that's another story.
Slow ride.
Take it sleazy. Well, you notice when I do this, you see how we still got a lot of flour that's not incorporated. I want to try to incorporate as much as, will you shut up over there? I want to try to incorporate as much of that in reasonably and scrape the sides down. So you can see now the white's pretty much gone and we got all the nice mixture in there. Now we'll add our last bit. There we are. Gimme.
We gotta keep our counters clear if we don't got much.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of counter space inside, which is one of the reasons I like cooking outside all the time. Well, that and I don't get yelled at as much because I make a mess.
It'd be fun as to bake cookies on the grill.
Oof, that would be tough.
Well,
Maybe
you
I'll try.
You got all the mixtures and then just bring it outside.
Yeah, I could try that someday, maybe.
You know, it might be easier doing like over the fire pit.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you have ever cooked cookies, baked cookies on your grill, on your fire pit, God, my hands are sore. On your whatever smoker, if you've ever done that, leave a note down in the comment there. Leave a comment down in the comments, and a comment in the comments. Who'd have thunk that? Let us know, because we'd like to see if that's possible, and we maybe try that someday. All right, now.
Maybe we could invent it too.
So the recipe would next call for approximately 8 ounces of dark chocolate, and we're going to use chips. And then it also says you have walnuts as an option. Walnuts is an option. So we're going to use both. This says 8 ounces. This is a 10-ounce bag, so you know what that means, right?
Put all of it in.
Hell no.
This is where we don't measure.
This is where we don't measure. That's what that means.
2 ounces whoever buys it.
Pitmaster privilege.
Ooh.
And that's, I don't know how many ounces that is. That's
That.
1 ounce. It's that many we didn't put in. You want to count them? No, that's okay. So we're going to incorporate those, and they're going to be yummy.
Chocolate's not as important to be exact measuring them.
It is to me, because I want to have chocolate in every bite.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
measuring. Yes. Because more chocolate is better, right?
Don't forget the other
I'm
ingredient.
getting there. Shut up.
Mm.
You stir. I'm getting tired.
I gotta hold the
And
camera.
here goes walnuts. We're nuts. Anyway. So we're going to work those in. And you know, we probably should have cut some of these things out just because of the last ingredient we're going to add. But that's okay.
It's probably gonna be such a thick cookie.
Well, it's going to be a fall apart cookie, but that's all right. Because it'll work.
It already was last time we made it.
That's true. So now here comes for secret ingredient.
It's not really secret.
But I kind of already gave it away because I'm dumb. Sprinkles!
Easter sprinkles.
These are bunny rabbits. They're little bunny rabbit sprinkles. And then over here we got the green grass grows all around with eggs in it. Okay?
Do Easter.
We're doing springy Easter thingy, something or other. You know what might be a good idea? though. I got an idea.
Sprinkle them on top?
Exactly.
Mix these in a bowl and sprinkle them on top. So you get all of them.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, and we'll show you this when we get it set up because it's going to take a few minutes. We're going to take these, we're going to put them in a bowl, mix them together. So you get a little bit of each, a little bit of grass, a little bit of egg, a little bit of bunny. We'll put them in a bowl. We'll form our cookies, and then we'll put a little bit of sprinkles.
Let's sprinkle on way back.
Cookie. We'll show you what it looks like. Trust me. Sprinkles! So, we're ready to get started. We got our pan down here with the parchment paper on. And Danielle decided that she wanted to do super Easter cookies. Not just enough to have sprinkles and grass and bunnies and eggs and oh my. But she bought this little bunny thingy here. So what we're going to do is we're taking our cookie mix. And normally you'd just get like a tablespoonful or ish, so some ipso facto, whatever, of the size. And you just plop it on the tray and it would spread out and become a cookie as you bake it.
Not good at making even balls.
Since we like to experiment a little bit, we're going to experiment a little bit. Okay, so we're going to try pressing these down, and we're going to try to shoot for somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 3/8 of an inch or maybe a 1/2 inch or so. Depending on how much of the ingredients are in the way and sticking. Like if you get a big chunk of walnut, it's going to be a little thicker. So we'll just kind of work around it like that, and whoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Okay. Whoopie snap. So, we're going to do that.
Okay, taste test.
Taste test. Where'd the bowl go?
We need a new bowl.
What's that bowl?
I don't know, a bowl?
Could use the bowl that was there, but whatever. So, now we're going to take our bowl. Here's our bowl. Hi. We're going to take a little bit of sprinkles.
YouTube bowl, YouTube.
Yeah. A little bit of the grass. I'm not going to put too much in at a time because I don't know how many cookies this is going to make, how much sprinkle we're going to need. Add some bunnies.
See how fun that is.
Yeah, isn't that festive and all cute and whatever? Yeah, okay. So, mix up our bunnies with our eggs and grass. Sassafras. We'll take a bit of sprinkles. And we're going to add...
See, you're good hands for doing that.
Yeah. My hands once had a modeling job on the radio. Can you believe that? It was amazing. So,
It's really difficult.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It is.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Look at how difficult that is.
Yeah, so see, this is relatively simple, so we're just making them festivity-ful. Alright, so we're going to get a few more made up, get our pans ready to go to the oven. They're going to cook at 350 degrees until they're done. I think it's like 6 to 8 minutes, maybe 10, something like that.
You got the book, read it.
Yeah, so we're not going to show you how to make every cookie. You saw how I made one, you saw how we put the sprinkles on. I'm not going to bore you to tears with all that crap. We'll make them up, we'll show you what they look like when they come out, see if we were successful, see if we were a failure, what we could have done differently maybe, and eat the mistakes. Sprinkles! All right, everybody. You know what time it is? MC Hammer said stop. Cookie time. So there's our cookies, what they're kind of going to look like. We got one pan in already. We're going to put this one in. It says 15 minutes, so we're going to put them in for 15 minutes.
See what the others looking like. Oh my goodness.
Biscuit, they grew.
Those aren't bunnies no more.
They're not. They grew. That's what I kind of thought would happen. So
Fun to try.
we'll do the next batch and we'll do them a little thinner. You know, a little skinnier on the whatever. And it's an experiment, and all darn it, we made ones that don't look very good. We're
All
just
for
gonna
fun.
have to eat them. So anyway,
Eat the evidence.
we'll come back at the end and show you what the end results look like. Some of the ones that didn't turn out as good, and you know, we'll try a little different tactics on the next batch and see if they turn out better. Sprinkles! So, our first pan of cookies came out, and unfortunately they kind of didn't bunny out like we'd planned on them.
They hopped in the car.
They hopped into a car and got ran over. But, again, we don't always do things perfect, and we learn as we go. So, the next batch that we run will be a little bit thinner and whatever, and we'll try that. But in the meantime, while these are still warm, we're going to try.
Hopefully this works.
Try.
I'd probably like leave them on there.
Nah.
You don't know.
No.
Melt back together.
I stay.
Oh, I stay. Cool.
So we're going to try to just give them a little cut like that. Maybe we can still make bunnies out of them. And if we can't, darn it, we'll just have to eat the evidence.
Oh no.
No! Oh no!
This is also why you usually roll it out ahead of time and cut it.
Well, this isn't exactly the cutout cookie type of material.
No, this is ball up cookie type of
This
material.
is ball up cookie type of material, but that's okay. You know, we like to experiment, we like to play with things, we like to have a little fun, you know, and that's okay. Because see now, if this does work, right? Ooh, now it's all chocolatey and goody. Anyway, if this works, when these cool off, we're hoping that this will work. And then we can have these as our really neat cookies, and they'll look all cute and everything, like a little bunny. And then this part around the outside, that's my part. We get to have part two.
You don't wanna.
Anyway, we'll show you the next pan when it comes out, see what they look like. They're probably going to look like this. Whatever. We'll keep showing you what's going on. Sprinkles! Okay, gang, so our little experiment is done with the cookies. And as you can see, some of the bunnies kind of turned out like bunnies, but you know, with this kind of a recipe, these cookies aren't really made to have shapes, so we're just trying to have a little fun and change it up a little bit. Of course, when you make your own shape, you can make a giant cookie like this. She had a little
Get
fun.
that one too.
Yeah, she had a little fun with that one, but as you can see, once we did the cutout thing, take a look, you know, those look like bunnies, and they're real festive and fun, and they're a good time. So we got some nice looking cookies that we're going to share with our friends. And of course, the part that we get, the leftovers. Those are good too. So, hey, something different for you guys to try. Maybe check out the cookies if you got any ideas, or we could have made them differently, other than using a different recipe for cookies. Obviously, they're made for cutouts. Leave a comment below, and we'll check it out. You know, maybe we can learn something together. Otherwise, try it out. Have some fun. You know, get creative. Thanks for joining. Subscribe. Check out the Facebook page. Hit the notification bell so it goes ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding every time we put up a video. A thumb up if you like it. 2 thumbs down if you don't. And join us next time. See you soon.